This will be at 2:25. Ready? Now, you said that you missed the arrows. Did you actually see the green arrow and yellow arrow? Yeah, like you can see it when you're driving this way. So whatever direction you were headed, as you're approaching at Union Hills Drive on 35th Avenue, you saw the green arrow light up. Uh-huh. Did you see? Yes. Okay, you're doing good. Did you see it turn to yellow? Yes. And then you saw it go to a green light? Yes. And at that point, you had basically got into the left turn lane to make a left turn onto Union Hills Drive? Yes. So as you're waiting there at the intersection, are you and James still talking to one another? Yes. All right. Well, just walk me through what happened. So you're waiting there, the light is green. What happens? We were making a left and the other driver hit us on my side. And you got right to the point, and I appreciate that. I'm going to ask a few more questions than that, all right? So the light is green. You're conversing with one another as you're speaking to James. Are you turned towards him and talking to him? Meaning you're turning to your left. Are you looking straight ahead? Are you turned to your right? Are you looking behind you? Looking straight ahead. Now, when you're looking straight ahead, you have your field of vision. Are you looking up at the light, or are you just looking straight ahead, basically almost parallel with the street? Parallel. Are you paying attention to the light? No. You weren't driving, were you? No. And you trusted that James would do what he's supposed to do, correct? Yes. All right, so the light is green. James starts making his turn. Did you see the light change from anything from green to any other color before he makes his left turn? Yes. What color did it change to? Yellow. Now, as the light turns to yellow, well, strike that. Let's go back a little. Before the light turns to yellow, most intersections will have lines for a crosswalk, 2 white lines. Yes. Does that sound familiar? Yes. When you were intending to make a left, was James' vehicle within those 2 lines for the crosswalk, or was he more into the intersection? More into the intersection. As you're waiting, the light is green right now. If you look straight ahead, if the party going the other direction was going to make a left, you'd see a car right in front of you, correct? Yes. Were there any vehicles intending to make a left going the opposite direction as you and James? I don't remember. Did you see any other vehicle going the opposite direction, going straight on 35th Avenue? When it was green, yes. So now we are at the point the light turns yellow, yes. So James had already creeped into the intersection, yes. When the light turns yellow, did he start to make his turn? Yes. Now you said that you were looking straight ahead when you were talking when the light was green, correct? Yes. The light turns yellow. Are you still looking straight ahead as the car is turning, or is your head turned to the right, looking straight down 35th Avenue? Turn to the right. So you're looking down 35th Avenue? Yes. And what did you see as you're looking down 35th Avenue? The car coming towards us. Now the car coming towards you would be going straight on 35th Avenue, but the opposite direction that you were originally? Yes. Did you see the color of the light, or were you focused on the car? I was focused on that car. Did you ever see the light change from yellow to any other color? Yes. See the light change. I looked up at the light. Now from yellow, it's going to go to red, correct? Yes. But before it turned red, James was already making his turn. Yes. Now, when you see this other vehicle coming towards you, did you believe there was going to be an impact? No. How far away was that vehicle when you first noticed it? I don't know. All right, well, let's try this. Had it entered the intersection yet? No. Do you remember when we talked about those 2 white lines for the crosswalk? Yes. Had it entered into the crosswalk area yet? No, it was at the white line though. It was at the white line, and that was the first time you noticed it? Yes. The first time that you noticed that other vehicle coming the opposite direction on 35th Avenue, was it when James initially began his turn, or was it before he began his turn? When he was turning. Okay, so it was when he was turning. Was it right when he began to make that left turn, or a couple of seconds had passed? A couple of seconds had passed. Did you see the vehicle coming off of 35th Avenue, or did you see the red light first? I saw the vehicle, then the light. And when you saw the vehicle the first time, it had just come up to that white line for the crosswalk? Yes. So you see the vehicle, you see where it's at, and then you look up and you see the light change? Yes. Was there any amount of time that lapsed between when you saw the vehicle coming forward and then you looked up to see the red light? Split second. Before you saw this vehicle coming the opposite direction and you saw the light change to red, were you and James still talking? No. What was going on in the car? He was moving his stick shift. So he had a manual transmission? Yes. Do you know what it means to grind the gears? No. All right, when somebody drives a manual transmission and they don't get it into the right gear, it might make a noise, like a grinding noise of metal. Do you remember when James was changing or switching the gears, if there was any sound coming from the car? No. So you see the car, it's up to the line, you look up, the light changes to red. Did you say anything to James like, oh no? Make any comment to him that there was going to be an impact? I yelled. What did you yell? I screamed, I yelled. Okay, so at that point, as Was it your belief that there was going to be an accident? Yeah. Now, during this whole course of events that you're seeing the car and seeing the light change, is James still making the left turn? Yes. At any point from when he began to make the left turn when the light turned yellow, did he stop moving or making a forward progression? No. Now, did you ever see where James was looking during the course of making the left turn? If he was looking straight ahead, to his left, to his right? No. Was there any reason that when James was making this left turn that you kept your field of vision straight down 35th Avenue and didn't follow the car making the left turn? No. There wasn't anything that caught your eye? No. Before the accident occurred, were you wearing your seatbelt? Yes. Was it a lap and shoulder belt? Yes. Do you know if James was wearing his belt? Yes, he was. Yes. Now, right immediately prior to the impact, was your back against the seat, or were you leaning forward or anything like that? Against the seat. Both feet on the floorboard? Yes. Hands in your lap to the side? Well, I don't know what to call it, the little car part thing. Okay, most cars will have on the door an armrest. Yeah, the armrest on the door. And on the left side, if you're the passenger, you might have a console, lap, and armrest. And what I believe I saw, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, your right arm was on the armrest on the door. Yes. Your left was in your lap. Yes. How soon after you saw the other vehicle coming towards you on 35th Avenue did the impact occur? Was it less than a second, more than a second? Less than a second. And you saw the vehicle, light accident, basically? Yes. All within, would you say, a second or more than a second? A couple of seconds. Now, why don't you think about that? A couple of seconds, one Mississippi, two Mississippi. Do you think it was that long, or do you think it was quicker than that? I think it was that long. Now, when the impact occurred, what part of your vehicle were you in was impacted? The door. So it would be the passenger side door? Yes. Upon impact, did your body make any movement? I don't remember. Okay, did you lose consciousness? No. Do you know when I say seatbelt locking, do you know what I mean by seatbelt locking? Yes. Did your seatbelt lock upon impact? I don't remember. Do you recall if any part of your body came into contact with anything inside of your vehicle? No.